Good afternoon, everybody. Hello. So today we're going to be doing a pillow. This is this is iron-on. We're cutting out to actually do the next pillow. I didn't do it on this one. I was just testing this one. I'm using my Cricut maker to cut the felt. I'm not sewing. You can sew. You don't need a Cricut. You can cut by hand with scissors. If you own scissors, that would help. I'm using a hot glue gun. I used a zipper and it glows and it's so cute, the face on it. So today we're going to cut this out on the Cricut maker. I'm going to go ahead and cut it live. I already have the iron-on part cut, so we don't have to do that. But I know some of you haven't seen the maker actually cut fabric or felt or anything. So we're going to do it live. And the file I will share with the people who support me on Patreon. But you don't need the file. You can make it yourself. I used all free images. I did not use the star and the basic shapes. I used one with more rounded edge, just to let you know. And you can turn this off. You can make this in any shape you want, really. So let's get started. Let's have some fun. What was I going to let's go to Design Space first, because I want to cut this on a 12 by 24 mat. And right here, it's got the 2 stars. So this is the iron-on, the white and black and mouth and cheeks. So because I want to do it on, there's no reason to cut it on 2 12 by 12 mats because I have a 12 by 24 mat. So we are going to click that, and I'm going to actually move this up also, just to get it as close as possible to save a little bit extra down here at the bottom. It's not much, but you know, every little bit counts. Okay, let's hit continue. And we are going to pick felt. I don't have it here. So I'm going to go up here and search felt. Like I said, you can cut it out with scissors if you want. Which one did I choose? I do not choose the Cricut felt unless you are using Cricut felt. The Cricut felt is thinner, and I don't know if the Cricut felt will work with hot glue. I suggest test it before doing it, or you can sew it maybe. Sewing might be a better option. You can totally sew this. Yeah, I'm just going to hit felt and continue. And I always like to put a little more pressure just to be sure. So I have my rotary blade in my machine. So we're going to do that. But before we go any further, while we're on the screen, I'm going to show you the interactive, because we're going to be, after we cut this out, we're going to iron this on. And I don't know if I have this link below. I can share it though. This is the interactive quick reference guide, because I'm like, I don't know how to iron on felt. So I chose the Cricut Everyday Iron On Light or Metallic. All of these will work the same. And I chose felt. You can, choose all these options. And I chose the Cricut Easy Press Mat because I will be using that. So with felt, you only need 280 degrees. You preheat for 5 seconds, just gentle pressure. That just means one hand just lightly on your easy press. And then flip the material, do it for 15 seconds, and it's a warm peel. Now, let me tell you guys, if you do not have iron-on and you don't have a Cricut machine, of course, it makes it so much easier. So easy with this file. All you have to do is click make it and you're ready to start going. But if you don't have a Cricut, you can still do it. You could cut the face out with scissors and felt and hot glue the felt on, or sew the felt on, or, use different materials like that. And thank you, all of you, for coming. If you have questions, please put them in all caps. If you have questions or ideas, sometimes you guys give me great ideas. And I know this is a project where we can share ideas, and you guys might have thought of something I haven't. So please share anything you think of. Okay. Where is that guide located? Let me get you the link. I'll put it in the chat. I have it in my notes on my computer. It's right here, although it's not going to let me post that link. Let me see if it lets me get this one. There you go. There is a link. You'll have to click on it to get to the... can you use your Cricut Air? You can to cut the face. The Cricut Air does not cut felt very well. You can try to cut felt with it. Maybe put freezer paper on the felt. That might work the best. Or like for the star part, just cut it with scissors. You can cut paper if you're one of my Patreon supporters or YouTube members. You also get this file, and there's a new thing called Facebook fan supporters. Those are the people who support me on Facebook on my fan page, Melody Lane Designs 815 on Facebook. They also pay a monthly fee just like Patreon, and they also get all my files. So after this video, I'll be sharing this file with everybody. And I have a heart and a cupcake too. I might make those really quick too, so you can do those. I haven't test cut those, but I think they'll work the same. All right. If you have any questions, again, put it in all caps. And we want to go to the overhead camera. Okay. So, let me show you this. This is the light I'm using. There's a link below to these. I think I got 12 of them all for one low price. They were, I don't know, they were pretty cheap, but you need AAA batteries. 3 AAA batteries. So I didn't put batteries in another one. So I will this is the one I was test cutting. It's not perfect. We're going to try to do it a little better the second time. This is the light. So if the battery goes dead, you can just change it. You can hide things in here too. Okay. As you can see, I cut my other stars. If you can barely see the cut of the line of the yellow on there. This is felt I bought by the yard. I bought a yard of it at Joann's last year to make a project I never made. So I'm gonna get this on there. Oh, wait a minute. This is the one that's too long. I cut 3 of these all at the same time. And it just left one a little bit longer, and I didn't trim it to the correct size. There we go. Whoops. My camera cord. So I'm going to lay this on here, smooth it out. I'm going to use my Cricut brayer just to make sure it's on there smooth. One of these stars, it's going to cut 2 stars in this. One of them has a slit in it for the zipper. Okay, let me put this up so you can see it cut. And wait a minute. Am I? Yep. Okay. I had to make sure I had it on the star. I thought, wait a minute. Am I cutting an eye or something? I don't think it would be safe for a dog. I think a dog would rip it to pieces. Depends on your dog, I guess. I think these would be great gifts for kids at Christmas, especially if they're afraid of the dark. You could, putting the little face on it, tell them a little story about it or something, and they can turn the light on or off. Yeah, you could totally use cotton fabric, but you probably want to sew cotton fabric. I don't know how hot gluing cotton fabric would work, because I'm hot gluing today. But you could do it and sew. But you could, I don't know if you'd want to put a rattle in it for a baby. Baby's going to put it in their mouth. I don't know how safe it is for that. Okay, bring the camera down. So here's my stars. If you support me on Patreon or the other sites where you get the file, and you don't have a maker to cut the felt, you can cut this out of paper and kind of trace it if you wanted to, or you can even make them bigger. Okay, let's take this off. First thing we're going to have to do, this is the one that has a slit in it for the zipper. And I have this pack of zippers I bought a year ago. I bought them last November, never used them. There's a link below. It's a package of different colors. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a zipper that matches my felt. Look how good that works. Isn't that amazing? I think that is amazing. I didn't get that stuck out too well, but okay. Now I'm going to lay this out. Okay, just making sure it'll work. We're going to iron on top of this first. We do not want to iron if we're using hot glue anytime later. If you're going to sew it, then it's no big deal. So I'm going to get my small easy press tube. I'm going to trip over my chair, and we only need this to go to 280, so I got to turn it. Hey, go back. There we go. When it's blinking, you can set it. There we go. Okay, now we have different layers. So I'm going to have to put one layer on first. I just wanted to see what this was going to look like. Then we have this white layer. This is the eyes. And cheeks and mouth. But we have to do just one at a time. I'm not going to preheat this. Oh, wait. I do want to see. You guys can't see. Sorry. I think I'm going to put that right there. You want to make sure you don't get too close to the edge because we're going to put hot glue here and it's going to be folded inside. Okay, my easy press is warmed up. That was so quick. Do you have any questions so far that... Yeah, you could put floppy ears on a dog or bunny. You can make this into anything you want. We are just going to do this for like 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just long enough so it sticks on. Actually, no, we're gonna do 5 seconds again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Alrighty then. This is really fast. Oh, that mouth isn't. Oh. I don't want to stick that mouth on the plastic. We'll be missing a mouth. 5 seconds. Oh crap. Let's do this instead. We're going to put the mouth on first. And of course, you don't have to do the cheeks if you don't want to. No. I thought I could do the mouth. Oh. I want to cover the eyes back up just to protect them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Nope, wasn't long enough 5. Okay. Let me take this off just to make sure. And we're going to put that there. Okay, so now we can go for the full 30 seconds. And cover the eyes back up. And start the timer. The file will be in its own post for today. Okay. It's so cute, isn't it? Oh, I'm going to go ahead, do 15 seconds. This is so nice. It's so lightweight. So glad you got to join live. Even though it says warm peel, you don't want to do it hot. You want it warm. Okay, it's warm. Oh, yep, it's stuck. Cute. Okay, we are done with this. So I'm going to pick this up. Notice I'm picking it up. I did not let it cool. I can hold my hands underneath it and it's not hot. It's just a little warm. Like, I mean, I could sit and hold this totally till it's cool. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this piece. Don't want to ruin that. Okay, now comes, we're gonna glue on the zipper. We're gonna turn this over and we're gonna turn this over this way. We're gonna unzip it. Move this down so you can see a little better. Yeah, these would be fun just to make, like at Christmas time. They could make gifts for their friends. Okay, now here's the top of the zipper. I want to put that face down and I want to flip it over. So when I close it, it'll be closing this way to close. I don't know if that really matters. To me, that just seems right to pull it that way to close. Lynn says, what do you do when you're using different vinyls that require different temps? It just depends. If you're using foil vinyl can burn if you leave it on too long. I would not use foil and glitter, or I would use the foil after the glitter, but I wouldn't layer foil on top of glitter, if that makes sense. Okay. I don't know why I always have my glue gun on the wrong side of me. Okay, I'm nervous now. I've only done this once. And I have learned you need to cut the end off. This is a 7-inch zipper. And in the original pillow, I made the line slit 7 inches. But I decided when I was gluing it and flipping it inside out and stuff, it was too much zipper. And I had to cut it off after I did it. So I'm gonna place this. So I know this is kind of in here. Oh, you know what I did to make it easier? I did it like this so I could see the entire thing better. And what I'm gonna do is put some hot glue here first and glue that down. Let me make sure I got this up. Uh-oh. I almost just glued, this has glue on it. I didn't do that the first time. Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna put glue, not right on the line. That is almost too close to the line. But I do want to make sure it's a solid line. And I'm not going to glue the plastic part of the zipper on the glue. And I'm really going to try not to get my nail in the glue like I just did. So we're doing one at a time. And we can still zip it. Okay, now we're gonna do the other side. This is just easier for me to turn it this way. You do what's good for you. And like I said, you can totally do this project if you sew. You can sew it, but I used to sew. I just don't want to sew anymore. Okay, is that gonna work? I did my first one pretty good. There we go. It zips and unzips. That's what we want. Okay, I'm going to cut this. And I'm going to make sure this is down real good. I'm looking to see if there's any questions. This one needs a little more glue, I think. Don't think I did that one very perfectly, but that's okay. This is the second zipper I've ever glued before. Okay, now we got to turn this over, and I'm going to make sure it closes, but we're going to open it. We have to keep this open at this point, okay? And then we're going to take our face and we're going to turn our face to inside. All right, so we're not going to see the face, and the best part of the zipper is facing up and this is facing down. Or you can flip it over and do the face facing up and the zipper facing down on the pretty side, because we're going to glue the edges like we would sew all the edges, and then we're going to turn it inside out through the zipper. Thank you guys for sharing my videos for beginners. If you just watch a few of my class videos, you learn a lot, because even the people that know a whole lot even learn. And I sometimes even learn from my own live video classes. So we're lining up the edges. And like I said, if you want to sew this, you could totally sew it. And these would make great gifts. They'd probably be better gifts if you actually sewed it. I don't know what that was. Okay. Now, we're going to put glue all along the edge. And you do not want any spot left without glue, because that will cause a hole in the edge of your pillow and your filling will come out, okay? So we're just gonna turn it and do the next corner. Now you can do this with a heart or a cupcake or a clover or a circle. Now I have a little hole here. Go back over that. I think I need to turn my heat gun, my glue gun on high. I turned it down low because it's been on for a few hours. So I just want to make sure I get it all. Somebody says, why don't you just glue the wrong sides together? Because then you won't have a edge, a nice edge. We're going to turn it inside out. I'll show you. Now, if you had a serger, you could totally do this and sew the wrong sides together. I do have a serger. I should maybe use that. I haven't used it in years. You do not want glue here where you don't want glue. I think that's where I messed up on one of mine. I had to like cut some glue at one point. I don't know what happened. We're almost done. Last one. Okay, now we gotta let this cool just a little bit. Thank you for subscribing. If you subscribe, click the bell. You'll get notified whenever I go lives, and that includes my mystery box reveal videos. Those get released as soon as the mystery box is live. Okay. Okay, so now we are going to, you can like feel the edge of this. One thing to make the corners better is to cut just a few little slits. These scissors are not cutting very well. As long as you don't cut past the glue, it helps it. And then I was using this is a glue gun tool. You can use a pencil or anything and kind of poke the corner out. And then we're gonna do the next one. I kind of like stick my thumb in there. I think I'm gonna cut it. I didn't cut the other one that I did. You don't want to cut past your glue line or your sew line if you're sewing. And sometimes I kind of push this through. Well, I won't this time because it won't work. This is not very sturdy. I need something sturdier. Chopstick is great to use. And I can see where the glue line is on this one. And this is all extra. And that's gonna get all clumped in there. So I'm gonna cut, you could even cut some of that off. Actually, I will cut some. Because look, I can like turn it and see all this is extra. So you want to glue it as close as you can to the edge without getting it on the edge. There we go. It's getting there. Okay, let's look at this one. When you bend it, you can see, stick my finger up in there and I can see where the glue line is. I don't know if you guys see that, all this flatness. I'm gonna cut that off. It will make it too bulky. And that one that I cut off made it so much better after I cut it. I'm just sticking my finger in this one and then going in with this. There we go. One more corner left. Oh, I didn't even look at that one to see if I needed to cut anything. Oh well. And you can always go back and do more later because this is not being sewn. It's got that zipper. Now, see, and I think that's from getting it, I don't know, I got a little thing here of glue. It's like a little extra glue. It'll be fine once I get the stuffing in it. Okay, my stuffing I just got from Joann's. This is just polyfill stuff. I bought this last year too. But I did use some of it on something last year. Oh, on my Hello Kitty doll. I also did a no-sew Hello Kitty. So I could have used that. It's a glue for fabric that you do and then you iron it on. I could have used that too. And on my Hello Kitty, I did that without turning it inside out. Okay, let's put some filling in here. I'll fill up the points first. I don't need that anymore. Any questions so far? Okay, I'm just gonna stick this inside. Now you can have it like this and be done with it, or, oh, I got the other one in here. I don't have batteries in my other ones. Can stick this in. Now you can stick it in on the top, or you can stick it in the middle or in the back. Depends on how bright you want it. So when it goes dead, and then, isn't that cute? I need more stuffing right here. Oh, and right here. Can you see the light? Oh, see, and I could poke that through this little corner. I think I could get that better. That might be the one I didn't cut the edge. Oh, let's fix it. I don't like that one. Let me see the corner. Yeah, I didn't cut this one at all. That's got a lot of extra on it. Oh no, I just cut too much. And that's probably gonna show. We will see what happens now. See, I make the mistakes for you so you don't make them. You really shouldn't touch hot glue. But I'm impatient. It's a touch light, and I have a link in the description to where I got them on Amazon. They're just cheap little lights. It's a push light or touch light. You have to wait till this totally cools before I stick it back in there. Yeah, isn't it so cute? I'm just going to add a few slits. Okay, now we're going to try to stick this back. See what I did wrong. I don't know if I made it worse or better. Oh well. It's still cute. All right. Stick the light in. Isn't it cute? I think it's so cute. This would be a great night light for someone. And I like it so much better with the face. I was thinking of just doing it without the face, which this was my test one. Isn't it so much cuter with the face? Isn't everything cuter with the face on it? Oh, Kathy Van Dies, that is an amazing idea. Oh my gosh. She says to put a little heart over this. So like slice a heart out of a circle and put it over the light with like black vinyl, and you'll have a shadow of the heart. That would be cute. Or maybe put a red heart on here, and maybe you can see that inside too. I don't know, we'll have to try it. So if anybody makes these, post them. They're fun. I want to see what you guys make. I think these would be great to make with kids. All right, guys, I am going to let you go. Thank you for joining me today. It was fun. It might take me a little time. My assistant went away for the day. She had to leave early to go vote. So I will get the post ready to post so you guys all get the files. First, I have a cupcake and a heart, but I didn't make them with the faces, so I'm going to add the face to those files. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody, for subscribing and watching. It was nice chatting with you today. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video, probably on Thursday. Bye.